bird feeder. So I hope you all have your supplies ready, and if not, you can watch and do this later, but we're going to show you what you need to do. So as I was thinking about what we were going to do this week, I was thinking a lot about my grandma and how she used to really like to watch the birds outside her window. And with the quarantine and everything happening, I was really thinking about her because she spent a good portion of the last couple years of her life being homebound. So the birds were something she really enjoyed. So today we're going to make this bird feeder, and I hope that it's something that you guys are going to enjoy. And it's definitely something you can do with your whole family. It's easy for the kids and everything. So yeah, you can hang it outside here, like we got a couple of hooks here, and good opportunity to just kind of see what kind of different wildlife there is and everything. So all you're gonna need is your paper towel rolls or your toilet paper rolls. We're gonna do a simple one here, but I'll show you something a little bit more complex later. Peanut butter, it does not have to be fancy, because when we went out we were like, you know what, great value is just as good. I don't think the birds are brand snobs. So we have that, and then we have our bird seed here. There are some things on the internet like where you could use cereal and different things. We all know birds like seed, but I think it's important to kind of just do a little bit of a Google search and try to see what kind of things you can feed them, because even though you think like, oh, birds like bread, sometimes they don't advise that you feed birds bread just because of all the preservatives and everything. You kind of have to think, what do they have access to? So that's all you're going to need. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my hole puncher through my roll here. This is going to be for our string later. And then you're just going to go into your peanut butter, and you're going to slather that all over the outside here. And now I did think about all of you guys who might be allergic, because that's definitely something we have to worry about in our house. So if peanut butter is a problem for you just to handle, and you don't want to do gloves or anything like that, I did read that birds are okay with like almond butter or even a Crisco. It's just got to be something that can pick up this seed later. And when you buy your seed, something you're going to have to be mindful of is just that it stays in a dry place, because you don't want mold or anything like that to get all over and then, you know, contaminate the feed. So, okay, then you're going to drop that guy right in here. And different types of seed are going to attract different types of birds. So this one here is for cardinals, and for juncos, buntings, chickadees, finches. So whatever kind you like. I'm hoping to get some more cardinals. I saw two the other day when I was supposed to be doing some work, and you ever have one of those days where it's just totally not going, and I was getting a little frustrated. And then I look out the window, and there's this big cardinal sitting on the bench over there, just hanging out, and he was so big that I was kind of like, oh my goodness. So I call my brothers, they were down the hall. We all look out the window, and this cardinal's just hanging out there. And then I look further into the bushes, and there was a second one. So his mate was hanging out in there as well. So what they say about cardinals is sometimes if you see one, that's like one of your loved ones coming to say hello. So maybe Grandma and Grandpa were coming by. Maybe not. But either way, it's a nice thought, isn't it? So, okay, what you're going to do then is you're going to take, I have yarn here, or if you have string, whatever you've got in your house. If you're a crocheter, this is a good opportunity to use up those scrap pieces that you didn't know what to do with. See, it gets messy. Okay. I'm gonna need these paper towels. I think this is kind of like a good outdoor activity too. Then what you're gonna do here, just gonna string him up, and then you have your own little bird feeder. If you want to go a little bit fancier and maybe make something a little bit more complex for them to sit on, what you could do as well is, I have like a skewer, but if you have a popsicle stick or something like that.
Sarah Hogan is wishing you a hello.
Hello, Sarah. Oh yeah, and if there's any questions, please let me know in the comments. So yeah, if you have a stick or something and you want to do what I did there, you can kind of take this and stick it right through. You know, make your holes as you feel you need to there. But this way, like when you decorate it, they'll have somewhere to stand. So that's one idea. You could also take a pine cone if you have any of these in your yard. My mom was out this morning doing her walk around and she saw this one. So we have a lot of pine trees out here. And she says as they kind of start sitting more, like this is an older one, but they'll start to kind of like spread apart a little bit. But you can also get your peanut butter there, or you know, whatever kind of thing you're using. That's been a thing that I keep reading. Birds, they like the peanut butter.
Don't we all?
Don't we all is right. I'm allergic to all the other nut varieties, but peanut butter, thank goodness, so far no. So yeah, you can put that right in your bird feed. And I think as it gets to be like a lot warmer this summer, this is just something you're gonna have to be mindful of too, like that it'll get warm. So if you decide to hang this, maybe put it by your porch where it's not gonna be in direct sunlight, but that's, you know, to your discretion. So then this one here is another fun one you could do, the pine cone method.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I would do the craft store variety, because you know sometimes they'll put like those scented stuff on them just to, you know, make them smell like Christmas or whatever. So maybe an outdoor one or an unscented if you can find one. If you want to go cray, this one I made as like a bit of a three-dimensional kind of thing. So I'm not going to demonstrate this one for you, but I just want to show you where you have to cut, and then I'll hang that one up. So what we did, because, borrow this, just to kind of keep it standing correctly, you're going to want to put in that second and third, or just second, however many levels you want to do it, a hole right at the bottom here. And we did the stringing afterwards, after we put all the seed and everything on. So just kind of make sure that you have a big enough hole. I found this to be a two-person kind of job. But you're gonna keep this hole here, and then when you go to string your yarn through, you're gonna pull it up through here. I don't have a two-ended thing here, but okay. So yeah, you're gonna pull one end of the yarn up through this way and pull it this way, and then the other end is gonna go through that way. So you can kind of have this triangle effect. And then as you can see here, just to kind of brace it so it wouldn't slide into each other, I put a knot right at the bottom here. So this is gonna be kind of a cool thing for the birds to have like a bit of a standing space and three-dimensional sort of stand. And I think we're gonna put these other ones up too. And we got a lot of birds that like to come hang out in the hydrangeas bushes. And they've been hanging around in the front yard and everything. So I'm hoping that later they decide to come by and have an early dinner, maybe. And if we can catch them on film, we're gonna take a couple pictures and we'll post them to our Facebook. But I hope that you all enjoy this craft and that you give it a try. It's definitely fun, I think, and a nice opportunity to just kind of see what kind of wildlife is in your yard and everything. And what I'm gonna try to do is post some links for the Game Commission has some cool things on birding and all that kind of stuff. So I'll put those in the links, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. We're gonna be doing bubble painting at 2 p.m. on Thursday. We'll see ya.